We actually think that in 5 to 10 years from now, there is actually going to be a big market for upscale hospitality products.
So Oliver, today we'll be taking a look at the upscale hospitality market. So 2016, we see some market volatility and some unpredicted currency moves. And it's caused some tourism sectors to strengthen and some to suffer. So where does this leave the upscale hospitality market this year?
I think the upscale hospitality market is actually not really following the same path as the markets in general. It's really more kind of like in a situation where you have a consolidation of what's happening in the market. You still have a huge client base for upscale hospitality products. The problem there is more kind of like the concept of certain hospitality products in the market, and not so much the buying power or the clients for hospitality products.
And you've launched some products into this market. So what is there to be considered?
We see like it's important that you have to be authentic, that you actually need to have a story to tell, and that you actually have to create a real experience, because that's basically what the market is looking for. And that's also what the market demands, because if you have clients that start to question the value of certain hospitality products, that's where we're trying to bring in the answer and say, at least you get a real hospitality experience, and you get basically the value for your money you're spending in such a hospitality product.
So looking then on to the future, would you say that the upscale hospitality market is actually resilient to this global uncertainty?
We think that the market is actually growing much bigger, because we are keeping a close eye on the Generation Y today, which today everybody is trying to grab with more lifestyle product in the hospitality sector. And we actually think that in 5 to 10 years from now, there is actually going to be a big market for upscale hospitality products, because of that generation that's going to into the situation where they want to have upgrades or go into a higher segment.
So you actually think it's going in the other direction?
Exactly. I mean, but that's what I'm saying. It's not really linked to the markets. It's more linked to what kind of market segment will come in the future. And I mean, today you have to go already with other countries like China, like Russia, where you have other certain tourist segments that come into an upscale hospitality product. We actually are focusing more on that next generation that will come to an upscale experience, and that's why I think the market is going to be much bigger than today.
So you'd think it would be the right area to invest in at the moment?
At the moment, I think hospitality is a perfect environment to invest, because it's also, in our view, a pretty secure environment to invest money, because it's really a segment that's not going anywhere. But I said it depends on the concept, it depends on the product itself, because it needs to be something that's coherent, it needs to be something that's really authentic, it needs something that actually has a story to tell and creates really a real hospitality experience. If it's just like a product that follows a simple market rule, or is just targeting certain groups that are available today, I don't think that's really an investment for the future. But with that product that we want to launch, we actually want to launch that for something that's going to stay for a long time, and is proposing a bit of a long-term investment, basically.
Great, well thank you so much for coming in today and sharing your insights.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Thanks.
That's all from myself and Oliver, but for all the latest updates and exclusive market moves, do keep clicking back to Dukascopy TV.